Welcome to this brief tutorial on VoiceThread. One of the things I like the most about this program is its flexibility. It has a wide range of possibilities to assist you and your students in the classroom. It is one of the more established educational programs available, founded I believe in 2008. It has stayed relevant chiefly because it puts the pedagogy first. It is an excellent way of promoting group work and project work in your classroom. It allows you to involve your parents in the formative assessment process, and it's ideal for giving peer and individual feedback on student work. Essentially, VoiceThread is a cloud-based interactive platform that allows your students to interact face-to-face outside of your classroom. Originally designed with the learning management systems of third level in mind, it has become a firm favourite in traditional classrooms also. Getting started with VoiceThread is easy. Simply go to voicethread.com and click on register. You will be prompted to fill out some basic information, your first and last name, your email and a password. Underneath you can find the terms of use, and of course you should read those to see if this program is for you. I already have an account, so I'll simply sign in and I'll show you more from there. When you register, this canvas will be blank. What you're seeing here are the various projects that I've worked on over the past two semesters with my students. What you will be faced with is a create blank platform like this. Here you simply upload any media that you would like your students to work on. For example, it could be an image that you want them to brainstorm over. It could be a poster project that they have to put together. Equally, you could scan an essay and you could put that up here along with rubrics for that essay and ask students to provide peer feedback. You could invite parents, whatever it is you like. I'm going to show you some examples of the project in action, but when you sign in, you won't have the benefit of that. So click on Browse and you can see dozens and dozens of projects from other users that were made public, and you'll quickly be able to master this program having looked at a couple of these. Just to take you back to our landing page, up here in the top right corner is where you can manage your account. You can see the various identities where you can upload an account picture, manage your various, how your screen looks, etc. But here, this is the most important button or the most important area in your account. This is the area Groups and Contacts, where you're going to create classes. You're going to invite the members of your individual classes to work on projects. Here I have a grade 12 class. Here I have another grade 12 class for feedback. This is one of my seminars at the University of Augsburg. It's on evidence-based teaching and so on. Now what you do is, if you want to create a group, you simply click on the group button here, enter the group name, tutorial 2, enter a description, very nice people, and just create that group. You're offered a chance to personalize each group, and so I like this heading, or I can upload my own, but I'm happy with this heading, this banner that I'm going to have for my tutorial group, and I'm just going to click on OK. As you can see, now under Groups and Contacts, I have added to my group's tutorial 2. However, most importantly, what you see here is a unique link which I can copy and email out to everybody I want to invite to this group. Now, this is one of the key features of VoiceThread, and something that VoiceThread people pride themselves on is keeping your students' data and information safe. Only you as the teacher are the administrator of this group. You and only you can invite people to join this group. So you copy this link, you email that out, and so the students, parents or experts that you want to have access to this learning will be allowed to join. And there you can see when we click on tutorial 2, there's our nice header. You can see an overview, nice people, tutorial number 2, share the sign up link, nice and easy. I can access it at any time. And the members, right now of course I'm the only member, but as I add members we'll see who is underneath. And again, if I add members, it'll take me to that unique code that I can send out to all of my students. You are now ready to create your first VoiceThread. I have brought you back to our landing page because I wanted to show you the 2 options that are available to you to create your first VoiceThread. When you sign in for the first time or any time, the create icon here at the top is the quickest and easiest way to create a VoiceThread. Simply click on this and you can already begin to upload your media and get students working on a project. A second way, and perhaps a neater way of doing it, is to click on this collapsible menu icon here on the left of your screen, and that will show you all of the various groups that you've set up. So by clicking on tutorial 2, the group we just set up a moment ago, I'm taken to that personalized page for the class. Obviously there are no VoiceThreads found, but it invites us to create one. By doing it this way, we're making sure that our VoiceThreads in each project is organized by class and by group. So it makes them readily and easily accessible, and it just makes it neat for you to file away. By simply creating the project, and I'm going to close this menu window again, by clicking on create, those projects appear here on our landing page. So it doesn't matter either way. It's just perhaps neat to get into the habit from the outset of starting from the group and creating a project from there. I'm going to upload a picture now just to show you some of the basic functions of VoiceThread. Then afterwards I'm going to play a VoiceThread project I created with my students just to show you what it is like in action. It is all very simple. First, click on the Add Media icon. This should give you several different options. You can upload a webcam photo, webcam video, media sources just direct from a web page, or, which is most likely, a file direct from your computer. Let's just upload an image. This is an image I used on a recent blog. It is a picture of a house in the west of Ireland, an abandoned ruin of a house. Let's pretend we want to do a class on the architecture of Ireland. There we go, architecture of Ireland. We can now enter a title and a description. This class or unit of study is going to be about the houses of the west coast. I don't need any tag. We can put in cover art, which is how it'll show up on our landing page, but it's not necessary. Now, once we click on save, we automatically have started our project and we're shown different options. We can edit the title of this project and the description of it at any time. We can add cover art at any time. We can also add various other media. We could add maybe a rubric to go with this project. We could add videos and so on. But the key feature is here, the comments section. So if we click on that, we're presented with the image I just uploaded. And now I can begin to get students working collaboratively. So let's pretend that the concept here is vernacular architecture, or so traditional architecture. I'm going to ask my students, how is this house suited to its landscape? Okay, so here is where all of our functions are. On this little cross, just click the little cross and we're presented with different options. We can add text, just type a text. We can add a comment by phone. We can add a comment by just a voice comment, an audio recording, a video, or we can upload a comment as well. I'm not going to choose the video right now because it's a little, I think, too matrixy or meta if I have a video of me recording while recording. So I'm just going to add a voice recording here right now. So I'll click on the plus and I'm going to just tell my students what I expect from them in this project. Hello students. To get you thinking about this upcoming unit, I would like you to carefully examine this image. We're going to be talking about vernacular architecture, or the traditional architectural types. I would like you to think about how this house is suited to its landscape. See, I can then just stop. Hello students. To get you thinking about this upcoming unit, I would like you to carefully examine this image. We're going to be talking about vernacular architecture, or traditional architectural types. I would like you to think about how this house is suited to its landscape. So once we press stop, it automatically plays back what I have just recorded, and it gives me the option to cancel and record again or to save. It's not important here, I'm just going to save it. And now it appears on the left of our screen. So now any student who logs into this particular project has the option of clicking on this icon and hearing what this is about. Hello students. To get you thinking about this upcoming unit. Now, if I'm not happy with that, if I want to add to that, I can do so, video recording or whatever. I'm just going to add a type. I'm going to type a comment. I forgot to mention, please use a So I'm just going to ask students to use a see, think, wonder routine as they analyze the photograph. Then again, I can just click save, and that pops up right below. And as you can see, when I hover over with the mouse, it shows up, and I can also click on that to make it bigger or whatever I need to do. Now, the beauty of this is that as students log in and as the students begin to comment, I can maintain an overview. I can toggle through their different comments here along. And it's really powerful when they have video images and they start recording themselves and they initiate this conversation face to face. It becomes very rich. And just to give you a sense of what that can look like, I'm going to show you a project. I'm just going to run through a project I did with my students at the University of Augsburg just last semester. I have now X'd out of the project simply by clicking on the home button. As you can see, the project is saved alongside all of our other projects, and that's of course because VoiceThread, it operates in the cloud and all of your changes are automatically saved. Our project should also be visible under our groups, and so by clicking on Tutorial Group 2, we see our project has been added. If it isn't automatically added to this class group, we can simply click on the add your own, and we're allowed to bring the presentation from our landing page into this group. Now, what I would like to show you is an example of this VoiceThread in action with a group of students from the University of Augsburg from last semester. We'll simply click on this and show you how you could use it in your classroom. Hi everybody, what you see here in front of you on our screen is a poster project that's being done by Thomas. Now, Thomas needs our help and our feedback to help make sure he gets a good grade. What you're going to see, if you press the arrow on the bottom right of your screen, is the grading rubrics for this project. So I would like you to read the grading rubrics and then give Thomas feedback using the 2 stars and a wish feedback routine that we talked about. That way we can guarantee that Thomas is going to make the changes he needs to make on his poster project to get a good grade. So we've uploaded this picture, a poster project, and we've laid out a series of grading rubrics. We can see them all just by clicking on the show all slides icon here, or we can toggle through them by clicking here on the right. So I uploaded this rubric, told the students what it was their task was, and laid out very clear grading rubrics, grading criteria, such as how well was the poster organized, creativity, visible thinking, content, and understanding. And so the students were expected to read these rubrics and then return to our project poster, and they were then to give Thomas feedback on his poster project based on this criteria. And so let's just listen to one or two of these so you get a sense of how students used the various options here to give a fellow student quality feedback.
Hello, Thomas. Well, it's visible thinking, and I'm awarding you a medal for the clearness. So, See Think Wonder here and the Chalk Talk and the Talk of War are very clear, and you see a lot of information for at the first sight. Your mission is to bring this Talk of War a poster on the same size as the Chalk Talk is, or the See Think Wonder, so that everything has the same size. But because the Talk of War here right on the right side, it will disappear a little bit. It is disappearing, so yeah.
Hey Thomas, I'm awarding you a medal for your creativity. The flower and the Chalk Talk is really cool, and your mission is to prove your high quality research. So have fun.
Hello Thomas, I'm awarding you a medal for the clear headings, like of course this one, the other ones. Everybody knows what your poster is about at first sight. Your mission is to create a nice border, like this one. This will separate your topic from the other ones.
I do hope you've enjoyed this introduction to VoiceThread. I also hope that I've given you some ideas on how to use it in your classroom. I believe that VoiceThread is a program with massive potential outside of the classroom also. Why not make staff meetings as we know them obsolete? By using VoiceThread, meetings can be mobile and the discussion can be ongoing. Further, VoiceThread allows parents to be active participants in their children's learning. Just like their peers, parents can read project rubrics and give quality feedback. This has the important benefit of making your teaching more transparent, and it builds positive relationships with parents. For many more ideas, you can find a link to the VoiceThread blog in the description box below. And you can also find an article I wrote on using VoiceThread to give effective feedback. Thank you for watching.